Well, hello everyone, and sun is out and I'm finally back on the road. And this time I am going to Isle of Skye. I've been there a few years ago and camped in my car, and it was a winter time, so yeah, I had some fun, got some nice images. So finally decided it's time to come back and explore some other regions of the island. It's a really beautiful place with a lot of beautiful places to offer and explore. So the idea is to go to the place called I believe it's called the Carlen Ridge, the Carlen Mountains, Black Carlen Mountains, something like that, and basically climb the hill and pitch my tent, wild camp, wake up in the morning, and because the weather is projected to be good and sunny, so hopefully I'm going to be able to get some nice images. So fingers crossed. And I still got a few hours to drive, so I guess I'll see you once I'm there. See you in a minute.
I've been thinking for days, yeah, I've been thinking for years, that I'll tell myself I'll stop the things that keep me from you, dear, but I keep on losing it.
Fairly likely in this
Oh, I keep on losing it. And I keep hoping that I'll change. Yes, I believe I'll be a saint. And I keep myself from feeling with the pictures that I paint, but I keep on losing it till I've lost the only thoughts that keep me sane. I've been wasting all my days. Yes, I've been wasting them for years. And I do my best to block the thoughts and hope they disappear, but I keep on losing it. Oh, I keep on losing it. I think that I need to rearrange things. I'll be a man of God and faith, and I wash away my sins. I have my soul cast in a lake and burn my days away. Oh God, I've lost the only thought that keeps me sane.
Alright, finally arrived at my campsite, and the midges are eating me alive. Jesus Christ. It got a little better now, but early in the day it was just catastrophic. But, well, the sun is kinda down, bit below the horizon, so the trip took me a bit longer than I expected, and I was planning to climb the hill that's just on my left hand side. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen because I miscalculated the amount of time it's going to take me. So what I've done instead, I found another place to set up my camp, which I set up just behind the camera, and I'll try to pick some interesting compositions. Hopefully I'll find anything interesting, although the light is gone. But I mean, I'm gonna have to work with what I got. Although the good thing is that the sky is absolutely clear, like 100%, not a single cloud, which means that I will be able to do some astrophotography tonight. And the views are amazing for the starry. Oh my god. Shit. The midges are in full force again. Yeah, so as I was saying, I have a phenomenal conditions for a astrophotography, and I'll definitely try to do that, but this plan is in like serious doubt, because the biggest problem here is the midges, and it's absolute war outside my tent. So I don't know if I'll be able to actually film anything or photograph anything. I'll do my best, but I mean, there are no guarantees here, anything. So yeah, I'll do my best. So at the moment I went to my tent, and I'll try to wait it out. Maybe with the dark they'll just go away. We'll see what happens, and I'll try to do my best. And if it's not gonna work, then I'll see you tomorrow then. See you guys.
All right, well, the plan went to shit, so to speak. Oh my god, the whole trip was just a disaster. I mean, as the British Army's adage says, piss poor planning prevented me from a proper performance of my mission. So okay, so what happened? Well, basically the biggest problem, basically two problems. First one was user error, so to speak, which is was my poor planning, and the second was the nature itself, which is basically the midges. I wasn't able to, basically my last clip in a tent was the last thing that I filmed, and the midges swarmed basically the whole area where I was camping. Wasn't able to film actually anything, and I had to sit in my tent, just have a meal, and I got out of the tent at midnight, about 12 o'clock, something like that, and then I was able to take a few night shots, a few like astrophotography theme shots of my tent, surrounding mountains, and try to capture the Milky Way, although the rising moon made it a bit tricky, although I think I got one shot that kind of shows a Milky Way a little bit. So yeah, and in terms of planning, my problem was that I had a goal of climbing a nearby hill, which is not very high, it's about 500 meters or so, it's a bit less than that, but I forgot to actually look up the proper path, the best way to get on top of the hill, and I tried a few different routes and wasted too much time, and the sunset was gone, so I just had to bail and go down the hill and just find a suitable spot for my camping, which is what I've done, and the rest of it is history, as you know. So yeah, I guess that's a lesson learned. Do proper planning, look every single detail, and what I've done now is I sort of made on my notebooks sort of like a checklist, and have to like mark every single thing when I go out on my trip, so make sure that I don't miss anything and I have every single thing, every box ticked, so to do my best to ensure that my trips are, at least from my part, are going to be successful. And in terms of weather, of course, that's not something I can control, so I can only be, you know, fingers crossed. So yeah, I guess that's that for today's video. I'll be putting all the images that I took that night. Nothing too special. I kind of missed the focus on some of the images, so I had to discard them, and I just kept a few nicer ones. So I guess that's gonna be it for today, and if you like this video, if you learn from my mistakes, which you should do, always prepare for your trips as best as you can. So if you learned anything, then if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, like, share, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.